action. It's the Champions League quarter-finals, 8 sides. You're going to be a very, very brave man if you've got any sort of conviction towards these games. Before I go to the two madmen of Alex and Tan, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means I'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again, which is a massive bonus because this should have been at 11 o'clock. I forgot that Tan has other things to do during the day. He doesn't just sit there and wait for us. So we had to bring it forward. And I had to get up in the middle of the night. You saw how I got in this morning. It was zip line all the way. Press the link in the description. It will take you over to articles. We cover articles in the Champions League with Alex and Tan and Martin, but every other sport we cover here on SBR on video is accompanied by articles. Also, sports that we don't cover are covered by articles. Meat on the bone and parlays. Gentlemen, I'm going to crack straight on. We're not going to go to the game Zook because Zook's in the hot seat today. Zook is our pilot. We're flying Zook Airways. Alex, there's 4 games and maybe only one game that I can definitely predict the winner over 2 legs.
Tough games, one game for sure, if you're referring to Manchester City in that double with Dortmund. After that, we have very, very, very tough encounters, and most of all, the match that everybody is waiting for, that Bayern Munich PSG. But absolutely live betting opportunities for each and every game. So there is plenty of meat on the bone, like you said, and we are flying the Champions League highway, like you said.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I said hello to Carl, Sean, Rude, Nilo, Mr. Atterbong, Elias, and Mark, and there's a few others now. Matthew Helms has joined us as well, Tan.
How are you, man?
I'm a bit sunburned.
What happened with you after the madness hit? You are coming like that with that face to us?
No, we will discuss about the Tan Madness in Torino Juventus. Mamma mia. That on Thursday on the Serie A show. No, that's a different topic. No, I was just saying how are you and everything. Mamma mia, I saw your zip line. Wow. Tell us about this. Tell us.
Yeah, I did 12 of them. I did 12. But I just thought it might be good to host or preview the show from
Where was that? Where was that?
That's in Costa Rica. It's only 10 minutes away up in the hills. So, yeah, we go up and then you come down on 12 different zip lines.
Tell us the place. Costa Rica is a wide concept. Tell us the place.
San Jose.
Ah, it's in San Jose?
Yeah.
Mamma mia. All the way to San Jose?
Sorry?
Is it all the way to San Jose?
All the way to San Jose. You're going to burst into song as well, Tan?
Yes, indeed. Can you give us a little bit of the tune about all the way to San Jose? Why not?
Is it not Show Me the Way to Amarillo? Is it like that type of tune?
To Amarillo? What is Amarillo?
Oh, you don't know that? Oh, play it. Right, after this show, go and put on Show Me the Way to Amarillo, and you will be singing it in your head for the rest of the week, I guarantee.
It's nice. Someone is telling you MacGyver in the building. So I ask you, as MacGyver in the building, how do you fix these Champions League quarterfinals? Tell me.
I honest to God, maybe only the top game is a guarantee for me. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll crack straight on because people have got things to do. So the first game, Alex, Man City -225, draw +400, Dortmund +800. I see Man City winning the game, but I see Dortmund being very, very dangerous.
I don't know how dangerous they are because let's not forget they lost against Eintracht Frankfurt after the international break. It was a 6-pointer game. Who won that game is very close to sit on that Champions League position at the end of the Bundesliga season. I think it's done and dusted. Dortmund are out of Champions League for the first time since many, many years ago. So I really don't understand what is happening with them. They didn't arrest any of their key players for this game. They have big problems in their squad with injuries. And the most important, but you will say, okay, he's overrated, blah, blah, blah. We know that the opinion that you have about Jadon Sancho, but he was a huge, huge blow in that Eintracht game. He will do it again. Manchester City will dominate because this is what they like to do at their house, on their field, on their turf. Dortmund, you know that Dortmund, they don't defend well. They never did defend well, And against this type of teams, Manchester City will have a feast, They have a celebration. Easter on Tuesday for them, The Easter for Manchester City is for the entire week, because after that 2-0 against Leicester, they are almost mathematically winning the title in England, and they have a very nice path to the Champions League trophy also. So I'm going Manchester City halftime, full time at 2.0. I really like this one.
Yeah, that's massive odds at plus 100. But how about this one, Tan? I've gone Man City to win and both teams to score at
No.
plus
I'm voting for
180.
no.
Plus one.
No,
Oh, I see Haaland scoring. Don't worry about that.
not, not. I'm not convinced because
Exactly.
City are conceding really little. Let me say hello to Rui from Portugal, who is our big Serie A fan follower, and is keen to say that. But I'm keen to bet Rui Pedro Nogueira. But I'm keen to bet here the organs of the wife of Elias Nordheimer.
Yeah,
He's
but
saying,
is he betting the organs of his wife or someone
yes,
else's?
yes. He's saying, can I bet the organs of my wife on City to win with handicap? It is exactly where I'm going. Not the organs of his wife, but winning a betting on City winning to handicap with handicap.
Oh, I love it.
Look, Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, well, first of all, how we get to this? Shots fired by Guardiola, because you know that Holland in negotiation. I said months ago, forget about the release clause and everything. Already this summer, things can happen, and Mino is making things already happen. And Guardiola in press conference, when he was asked to talk, to praise Borussia Dortmund, with his quiet way to destroy the opponent, he said, yeah, and the way they recruit young people, the way they pay money to the agents of young people to recruit them, he still got a poisoned tooth for what Borussia Dortmund did about Jadon Sancho. Maybe this will complicate the negotiation for Holland. Borussia Dortmund will hear what happened, but the thing is that the form in which Manchester City is staying, it is really denouncing how huge is the mismatch in this. Even if Holland for sure will want to give a huge performance, not only because of the night, not only because it's the quarterfinals, but also because he for sure wants to impress Pep Guardiola. So actually, for this way to think, you might have a point, Flash, about he finding the goal.
Let me
He,
ask you why he should impress Pep Guardiola. Why do you think that it's his how you say interest to impress Guardiola?
Yeah, I don't think
Didn't
it's
he impress
just Man City, though, Alex.
didn't he impress Guardiola in the last season and a half? Because Guardiola is not looking only at his club.
Yeah,
He's
hold on.
looking
Yeah,
also
but
at the others.
Alex,
no,
but the thing is, players' mentality in this type of game is the whole world's eyes are on you, and this is where the big players like to come to the fore. And it's not about Pep Guardiola; it's about the
but it
stage.
is. It is
They've already
about
said
that.
that they're not going to pay that money on one player.
It doesn't
I thought
matter.
it was
It
Man
doesn't
United
matter.
or Real
Even
Madrid.
more. Even more. That is if then it's titling the pride of the player. If it is saying that, even more. Holland is saying, wow, are you downplaying me? Aside the fact that it's all about negotiation noise. But do you remember when last time they played in Champions League, after giving that great performance, out of nowhere, Holland said, after what Mbappe did against Barcelona, that motivated me for this night. Because this beast of world class, they feel the world stage, but even they feel the face off. So he knows that he wants to impress Pep Guardiola because it's the first time it is playing against him, and he wants to leave in his mind then the trace of think twice before not considering about coming for me.
What's your angle though on this game,
But
Tan?
my angle still, as I said, it's Manchester City with handicap because the form in which City are and the form in which also Dortmund are makes me think it's going that way. But maybe
So
even
by
if I
2
don't
goals.
take it,
By
yes,
2 goals,
Yeah, I
exactly.
mean,
even
At least
money.
even if I don't take it, you might have a point about that both teams to score. only because of the Holland special motivation.
No, exactly, and they might hit them on the break. Gladbach had their chances in both games. Well, it's Man City -1 is like -200. Man City -1.5 is +100. So it's a massive, massive difference. But we all agree that Man City, we think, are going to win the game. But, I mean, Man City, did you go half-time, full-time, Alex?
Yeah, halftime, full time at even money, and
So they got to come out
the handicap is again at even money.
Okay, Nolly's in the house. That means no one wants to be going over 2.5 because this boy, he don't get involved in anything but unders. Okay, next game. Love this game, by the way, and I think there will be a little bit of a shock. I don't fancy this is going to be a tight one. Madrid at +175, Tan, draw +250, and Liverpool at +155. Liverpool had a lovely training session warm-up at the Emirates on Sunday. Nice of Arsenal not to turn up. I think both teams score, and I think that one of them gets to 2.
It's not the angle I'm taking. What do we have
That's
here?
a bonus.
What do we have here? We have Real Madrid that are always playing chess. Always. They really don't have a game decider. They don't have anymore a Cristiano Ronaldo of that time. They will also be missing Sergio Ramos, and they know how important it is for them to miss Sergio Ramos. So if Madrid usually in this season is playing chess in the big games, this time even more. On the other side, we have Liverpool. We know how Liverpool are completely exposed in defense. And I mean, for the quality of defender they are playing, we know that how the performance have been different, even though they did turn up against Arsenal. We don't know if that is how much is up to Liverpool and how much is up to Real Madrid. But
Arsenal played like Benevento. How much of that can we take into it?
Indeed. But considering all the struggles that Real Madrid have, all the struggles that Liverpool have, how much they know each other, that being exposed on one thing can be decisive. Real Madrid conceding to Liverpool at the beginning, that can address the whole knockout. Imagine you go down at the beginning of the game, and then Liverpool can play in counter-attack for the consequent 150 minutes, for example, as it happened more or less against Leipzig. Zidane in no way wants to give that advantage. At the same time, Jurgen Klopp knows that for how much clinical Real Madrid are, because, mamma mia, if there is one thing you can take away from Real Madrid for how much in problem they are, is that they are clinical. They are so damn clinical. So Jurgen Klopp don't want to concede that advantage to Real Madrid to play with a goal advantage. In my opinion, it will be much more leveled than expected at the beginning. There will be, unless an episode is unbalancing that, but they will be studying each other, not conceding nothing each other at the beginning. For Zidane, is much more important doing the game in Liverpool than in Madrid, conceding that away goal. So I see this not as a slow start, but a very leveled, precautious start. And that's why I go with draw at the halftime.
Yeah, I mean, if you draw at halftime, I think it could be 1-1. I fancy this game could be a 2-2 finish. So I've gone with the Alex Classic, Alex.
This is why I was looking at over 1 goal on the Asian handicap in the first half at almost even money. Over 1.5 goals in the second half, again at almost even money. So there is plenty meat on the bone for live betting this one. I think that we will see some cards also in this one, because some important players are missing from both sides. And unexperienced, let's say, what at this level you cannot say unexperienced anymore, but you know what I'm trying to say, that they will get exposed because both teams have players with great pace from the middle and up who can do the difference, you know. So I think that we will see a lot of I don't know what is the line right now for the yellow cards, but I see plenty of bookings. I see that we might have also of corners in this one. So a lot of interesting things on live betting in this one.
But we will be live betting it as well, Alex.
Yes, we'll be live betting it, but I love the Alex Classic in this one. I also love Tan's approach at a draw at halftime, but I think that you are right also from your point of view, a draw with goals at halftime. So a 1-1 correct score at halftime. I don't think that this remains under any circumstances.
No.
This game should go over 2.5 goals all the way. We are talking about Real Madrid in great shape that can take advantage this week by Atletico Madrid losing to Sevilla yesterday in the league. So La Liga is nowhere. We don't know anything right now, because if Barcelona will win today, they will go 1 point behind Atletico Madrid. So it's a mess a little bit. This is why I think that Real Madrid will have to take it step by step, because the next period of time for them will be very, very
Alex,
important.
it's the Champions League. You know more than anybody. They come alive in March and April. Regardless of what's gone on, they manage to find a way. The Champions League is almost, they show disrespect to La Liga Primera because it's all about the Champions League. The problem they've got here is, I don't know if Jota's going to play him instead of Firmino. Mane is absolutely deadly on the break. So is Salah. So, I mean, listen, I see Alex Classic here all day, every day. And I love the fact that Pronosticos has come in, being his normal cheery self, and said, this is an unders game. I don't see it. I just do not see it.
Of course he would say that. Of course he would say that.
I know. Yeah, I'm just thinking it might be 11 o'clock in the evening where he is, and he's been on the old Sambucas. Okay, here we go. Next game. Put your hat on then, please, Tan, if it's no hat. Wow, no hat. No hat.
The hat only comes on Bundesliga. Being the Champions League, I could put the Champions League hat if you want. If you want, I can put the Champions League hat. But
you
anyway,
look like the milk tray man. Black
Yo, the Champions League, man. Just play and show the fighter. Check this out. Check this out.
This was the final of the Champions League last year. It finished 1-0. It was a drab game, but PSG more than matched them. Some would say PSG are in a lot better form. It's Bayern at plus 100, draw plus 300, PSG plus 275. Now, if you live in a cave and you're just coming out and you're just like joining us on the quarterfinal stage, no Robert Lewandowski. Now, he's obviously the #1 striker in the world. He plays for Bayern, but he won't be playing for Bayern in this game on Wednesday. So, PSG under Pochettino look a completely different outfit, and both these sides are on the back of clean sheets, Tan.
It's hard. It's the game of this round, in my opinion, because even if Real Madrid Liverpool, got what a pedigree they have. I mean, it was a Champions League final too in the past, 1981, if I'm not mistaken. And for what all the Champions League trophies they are piling up. But anyway, we see in which different season they are. But this could have been, again, the Champions League final, to be honest. Bayern, until round of 16, has been the most unplayable team, even more than Manchester City in this season. And Paris Saint-Germain sacked the runner-up manager, the runner-up Champions League manager, to hire one that is making them play even better. And then all these things happen. Lewandowski out, Verratti and Florenzi out. Both tested with coronavirus in the last 2 days for this huge cluster that there was an Italian national team that involved 8 staff members and 4 players. And Verratti and Florenzi are very important for Paris Saint-Germain.
And they're 100% out. They're not having tests again today.
They will be, but the UEFA requests to be negative 48 hours.
That's what I mean. They do it today because the game's not till Wednesday. So if they have it this morning and they're okay Wednesday morning, miraculous. I don't believe that until I see the team sheet.
Because trust me. Because Florenzi was tested positive today, and Verratti was tested positive on Saturday. And today didn't come out the negative testing of Verratti. And they're not going to risk a cluster in this situation when you have the following game, the return leg already next week. So anyway, obviously Verratti and Florenzi are not affecting the Bayern how much, the same as Lewandowski not being there. But anyway, they are very important for the dynamism, for the experience, I would say also that Paris Saint-Germain request. Anyway, someone, myself, thought that Bayern would have been affected even more, for example, in the weekend against Leipzig. Wasn't that the case? But what kind of team it is Leipzig? A team that doesn't have the sparkle of magic and the ability to shift drastically gear from second to fifth gear like Paris Saint-Germain can do. Leipzig is a much more methodic, efficient team against whom you have to play staying put without losing focus, but in that way you can do it. Against Paris Saint-Germain is a different kind of thing, because even if Paris Saint-Germain lost that key game against Lille for the first spot in Ligue 1, anyway, we know that they will have plenty of chances, while for Bayern that was a kind of a final for the Bundesliga title. But Paris Saint-Germain will have plenty of chances to recover that defeat against Lille, and they are all so much focused on this. But anyway, we saw that Flick can understand what is the importance of not having Lewandowski, and can be enough pragmatic not to completely change into a different animal. Bayern can't become something completely different, but understanding what is not having Lewandowski up front. So this intelligence that I saw from Bayern is very important. Paris Saint-Germain, anyway, in this season, when the games were important in Champions League, always upped their game, same as they did last year. Obviously, I see goals, and I see many. I see over 2.5 goals, because this is what is happening anyway with Bayern, and because Paris Saint-Germain understand that losing by 1 goal is maybe even more important than just keeping the score low. But Bayern showed a great display of flexibility against Leipzig. So I'm going, and it is enough reach for me to make me feel confident with home double chance. So Bayern to win or draw, combined with over 2.5 goals.
Over 2.5 goals. Okay. Is that not like Bayern double chance and both teams to score?
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
Well, it is, because that's what he wrote, Alex.
No, I wrote over 2.5 goals, but I have exactly in front of me the chat with you, and I wrote you.
That doesn't mean that's where it is when it arrived with me.
I can take a picture and show it live.
Don't be taking no pictures. It's very early in the morning here, Tan.
Look. I'll show you exactly what is written there.
Don't show them love arts.
Maybe you can see it. So Bayern home chance on Bayern plus over 2.5 goals.
Well, that's not what I wrote. All right, Alex.
So I have 2 bets, the one that I already shared with you, and another one that I came up with. The bookies came up, not me, plus also the latest news. So very important to say that not only Verratti and Florenzi, but also Paredes. So this duo, Verratti and Paredes, are probably the most the preferred ones by Pochettino with that 2 pivot approach that he loves to galvanize this PSG team, because this is what he wants to create, that 2 pivot approach with Verratti and Paredes being the most crucial part of that system. So both of them are missing. Neymar is missing a lot of chances. I think that is the player that is missing the most chances in Champions League matches. Also, we have some important doubtful players like Kehrer, Moise Kean, Danilo also. So a lot of problems in this PSG team. Yes, we went with Bayern Munich at the weekend against Leipzig. But we thought that Leipzig will find the back of the net, which they didn't. They had their chances. I'm going again. This Pochettino side is still developing under him. Let's put it this way. I think that they will show the real face next season. It will not be the same style of match like you've seen last year in the final, when both teams It happened that a little bit boring in a way match without many chances of scoring. I think that this will be a totally different team. And let's not forget, no Lewandowski, but that Müller, Goretzka, Kimmich trio in the middle and up with Sané, Coman or Gnabry. I think that in the build-up, dribbling, pace, speed, I think that Bayern Munich has the best wingers in Europe right now. I think that they can damage everyone. So the problems will come from the wings without Lewandowski. So expect a Bayern Munich win here. The line yesterday was at 2.0. Today in the morning was at 1.95. And after they bring also the Florenzi news is at 1.9. But I will still take it. Expect also offsides and shots on target. But we'll speak about it on the live.
Okay, well, I've gone with PSG team total over 1.5 at plus 125. I can see this being a 3-2, 4-2, 2-2. I see PSG scoring twice, so I don't care. 90 minutes at plus 125 to score twice against this Bayern defence. I'm happy to go that way. Now, the last game, let's wrap it up, boys. It's Porto plus 375, draw plus 260, Chelsea minus 110. Chelsea didn't go to the office. They tried to work from home at the weekend and got stiffed 5. Porto, I think it's about time we showed them a little bit more respect because the sides they put out on their day were decent sides, Alex.
Yeah, but this is Champions League and we're decent sides, but you know that Juventus didn't even show up against Porto, right? On both matches, on both legs. So let's not make Porto, I don't know, something that they are not. Yes, they are a decent team. Let's respect them. It's Champions League, everything is possible. But Chelsea demonstrated in Champions League against Atletico Madrid and how smart they outplayed one of the best organized defensive side in the world right now.
Just let in 5.
Yeah, they let it 5 at the weekend against West Brom. After the international break, after 7 matches that they haven't conceded a goal.
It tells me their attitude's not right.
No, their attitude in Premier League. Maybe their mind is on Champions League. Maybe you will see another Chelsea side.
Behavior. Yeah, you got to be careful with that behavior.
Yeah, I know. I think that they will bounce back and win this game. Pulisic is out. Kante is questionable. On the other side, Baye and Sergio Oliveira. Pepe also questionable. Pepe is questionable. So let's think twice. Let's see a little bit the starting 11 because without Pepe, that defense, that great organized defense will have a problem. What the game will be played? Simple. 75% possession from Chelsea, probably with 25. A lot of shots on target, and a 1-0 type of game or 2-1 maximum.
Yeah, well, let's hope. Listen, I'm all over Porto, not just because of Harry Doherty in the chat, rude boy with his little Chelsea badge. Put your own face up there, so we can all put it up by the fire to stop the kids going near it.
But before
Alex, this game will be in Sevilla as well.
150 people watching and only 35 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Show us some love a little bit. Put that thumbs up. Yeah, the game will not be played in Portugal, so that's extra motivation for Chelsea.
Just a quick one, Alex. Is the Man City versus Dortmund game, is that going to be okay?
From what point of view?
Well, is it going to be played in Manchester?
This is what they are saying so far, Etihad Stadium.
Etihad. Okay, no worries. Tan, Porto, Chelsea, you've got to show some love for Porto.
No, absolutely a lot of respect. First of all, when you get to quarterfinals, we have learned in the past that the differences, except some very, very rare case, but the difference between teams that you would expect to see much more wide are absolutely curbed because the level of intensity of playing is really curbing the differences. And Porto already showed how to fill that gap. Don't forget, already in the group stage, in one of the 2 games against Manchester City, they played very decently against Juventus. Everybody knows. I believe that Pepe will play for sure. Sergio Oliveira, I don't know. But Porto was very, very clever tactically. That is important. Now, at Chelsea, everything has been perfect, but the last days. Until Friday, everybody, possibly many, were thinking that Chelsea could be the proper underdog of this Champions League. Now we don't know how to deal with this. What we have just witnessed is something that is unknown. We are entering an unknown land that is about the story of Tuchel with Chelsea. Not only is the first defeat, it was a collapse, not defeat, 2-5 at home. And then there was the brawl on the pitch between Rudiger and Kepa. Rudiger excluded from the training ground, even though are coming news that apparently everything was fixed then in the changing room. But anyway, we have to see.
But let's not forget that they were one man down after 29 minutes with Thiago Silva.
Let's not forget they were playing against the worst team in the Premier League.
It happened. Shit
Five,
happened
though,
like
Alex.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
Five.
It could
I'm
have.
not a Chelsea fan, so
It was a weird game. It was a weird game because they started to concede goals after that red card because they were going much more exposed. They were naive. You can learn from your mistake, but you can also, if you are not composed enough, if your self-esteem is not solid enough, you can start to crumble down. That's why it's a very interesting things to witness, because Tuchel, until Friday, literally had not made any little mistake and also had upgraded game by game. You see the great teams after a defeat, not after a great win. The reaction after a great defeat is telling the kind of team you are handled with. And this is coming exactly this game after
what
that.
What about Porto double chance, Tan, at plus 115? We're here to find the value. Surely Porto double chance at plus 115 is definitely the value in. Listen, I cannot trust this Chelsea side.
Look, as it is an unknown land, the one we are stepping in, and we don't know if it was really just one moment or this is opening something wide inside the Chelsea self-esteem. I'm not sure if we can get into that, because maybe we could have an unbelievable reaction from Chelsea. Let's not forget how Chelsea have killed Atletico. They were fantastic against a team that was dominating Liga.
A team that don't score goals. Yeah, I get that.
Come on, it was a team that was dominating Atletico.
I mean, you go back to the last time they scored. Listen, Chelsea were fantastic.
Come on. Yeah, it was fantastic.
If he has something in his head, you will not take out on another direction. Not take him out. He doesn't understand.
That's not even my bet.
I've
got Chelsea to win -2.
You are talking about Atletico. I don't know. It's now Atletico. You are treating it as a team.
I told you Barcelona 10 weeks ago. Barcelona win the league.
Yeah, but Barcelona. Yeah, but whatever, man. Atletico is not something that was to play down. Okay. So if you boss Atletico in that way, means that you are something special. But now we are seeing something different for the first time. How they will react, I'm not sure. I want to check. Could be again that was just the beginning of a greatness, or could be the beginning of the end. But Porto is very clever. I checked the odds and I did not expect odds being good enough about that, but actually they are. And I'm talking about both teams to score. Porto was able to score in both legs against Juventus. And Juventus, if you look, they're not even considering that much. Juventus have the second or the best defense in Serie A, in spite of being very crap. They could not create, but anyway, they could be solid. But Porto always found a way. Chelsea could expose themselves for the will of reaction. But at the same time, for the way they are creating football and putting things together, I can't believe they won't find the net against Porto. So both teams
let's go thinking that I'm hating. I'm not. It's my job to create arguments for both sides. Let's have a little look, please, Esteban, at the real official picks. This is where the money goes down. And while I'm doing that, if you haven't pressed the thumbs up and show a bit of appreciation, then please do so. Esteban, come on, let's go, mate. Right, Man City half-time, full-time, plus 100. Bayern to win, plus 100. Chelsea to win at minus 110. Man City, minus 1.5 at plus 100. Man City to win by 2 clear goals. Madrid, draw half-time, plus 120. Porto, both teams to score, plus 110. And Bayern double chance and over 2.5 goals, that should be. Not both teams to score, even though I fancy that's probably the way to go, is both teams to score at minus 105. Man City
doesn't
to
matter
win.
if it's my tips. Okay, anyway.
I know, because it's your pick, so it could be anything. It's in like Chinese. Man City and both teams to score, plus 180. Madrid, Alex Classic, plus 105. Paris Saint-Germain, team total over 1.5 at plus 125. And Porto, draw no bet at plus 210. Now, we will be doing a live show, so make sure you do get the link. We'll be doing it both days. Rude boy, you Chelsea fan. Harry, you Chelsea fan. Come and sit on my legs, on my lap, and I will treat you both like puppets. Come on, Porto. Okay.
That was
subscribe. If you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means I'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again. And that's a bonus because at 4 o'clock Eastern time this afternoon, it's the Masters, it's the Green Jacket, it's the Azaleas. We go down Magnolia Lane. And it's really important that you watch the show because the disparity between the prices is unbelievable. So I'm going to get a link put into the description as well to send you over to 15 books, all on the same page, to give you the prices. And also, if you're going with Spieth, why? Why are you going to go with Spieth? Anyway, also press a link in the description. That will take you over to articles wrote by either Alex or Tan or Martin, but every other sport that we cover here on SBR Video is definitely accompanied by an article. Thanks to everyone in the chat. It's been buzzing this morning. Here we go. Vanta says Splash is heading for 0-4 sweep. Come on, Vanta.
Heart out to Vivica Crystal, who's saying Tan covers every angles in his analysis. Good. Thanks,
okay, listen, I've got to go.
At least, you want to be the host, Vivica? Because
I don't care
at
about
least
that.
Someone appreciating me. Someone
Esteban,
appreciating me. At least.
you know what to do?
At least. At least.